beautiful tribe. This is Jules, and I will be doing a reading right now for the Divine Masculine, and I will follow up with the Divine Masculine in a different video. But what I want to do, this reading is going to be a little bit different, and what I'm trying to do is to tap into those energies that that we get a gut feeling about something that we know is not right, something that we feel that something is hidden, something is not being shown to us, something is not in the light, something is kept a secret. And I want to tap into the energies just to see what is being kept in the dark from the Divine Masculine. And let's see what Spirit has to say. I have already shuffled all the cards, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So Spirit, please give me a card to tap into that energy that is being kept in the dark. What are those secrets? What is that one thing that the Divine Feminine is having a hard time figuring out? And perhaps the Divine Feminine, she gets a gut feeling. She knows something is not being authentic, but she cannot put the finger on it. She doesn't really know what her gut feeling is telling her. So that's what I want to tap into. So this is going to be from the Divine Masculine. Okay, I'm gonna take this one because it came we have the black flower fragrance, and I would like to match it with another oracle here, and then I will go into the reading. I just want to pull the cards first. So to me, the black flower fragrance, the way I feel it, the black flower, I mean, I have never seen, I don't know if they're even, I have never seen a black flower. And to me, that looks like roses there. She's holding on to some black roses. So it says black flower fragrance. The way I feel about this is, even if a black flower is black, even if the black flower is dark, you know, it still has a fragrance. It still has that beautiful aroma that comes with it. I feel like this masculine feels undeserving. Or maybe he's got a dark past, but he still has a lot of fragrance to offer. And the fragrance You know, the fragrance of a rose, the fragrance of a flower is beautiful. The fragrance still smells good, even if it comes from a black flower. It's like this masculine has a dark past, but he still feels deserving of love. Now we have number 13 in this um, deck. This deck is called Shikoli Oracle. Number 13 here. And number 1, because it doesn't say anything and I don't know them by heart. Number 13 is isolation, okay? And number 1 is denial. So what I'm feeling here is that this masculine here, because of his past, whatever his past happened to be, I feel like this masculine is isolating himself because of the darkness from his past. And I don't know what the past, I will be pulling some tarot just to like tap into this energy a little bit better. But this masculine feels undeserving. He feels very undeserving of love. And because of his past, he is in isolation. I feel like he is that kind of person that would rather pass on invitations. He would rather just be by himself. And he doesn't allow himself to be as much as part of society. And I don't really know what he did. You know, why is his past so dark? The black flower is also coming with this card, number 1, which is denial. He's denying himself. He's denying himself being around people. He's denying himself being around society. He is denying himself being around the feminine. It feels like he is in a energy that he feels undeserving of contact, undeserving of being within society, being around the feminine. It's like he's almost afraid that he's going to hurt the feminine, or he is almost afraid that if she finds out about his past, like he would rather isolate and deny himself than have the feminine deny him and isolate from him. But let me get more information on this. Spirit, what is this past about? What happened? Let me just make sure. What happened? What happened in the past of the masculine here? What's in his past? What happened? Why is he isolating himself and denying himself from this connection? feel like this one wants to come too. So we have judgment. He doesn't want to be judged. He feels like if the feminine, will judge him if she knows about it. I feel like this masculine has felt judged in the past already. It's like he's already been trialed. Like he has already been exposed. I feel like it would be too much for him to bear. The Empress. This is Cleopatra in this card. The Empress. Cleopatra was a ruler. Cleopatra was a queen. I mean, she's the Empress, right? But I feel like if this Empress, if this ruler judges him, it would be unbearable for him. He would rather stay away than have her judge him. And the Six of Wands. So the Six of Wands, it's about triumph, success, victory. Being lifted up, being in the public eye. Being praised. What I'm feeling here is this masculine is he feels like he is on a throne, like he is lifted up right now. But this queen, this Empress, can make him fall from the throne. He would rather stay away from her in order to keep himself in that position. It's like she can dethrone, is that a word? Like take him off the throne, just like bring him down from the throne. He wouldn't be able to bear her judgment. Tell me more about this, Spirit. If he stays away from the Empress, if he stays away from her, she would never know about his past. I just want to know more about the past. We have the Eight of Swords. He felt trapped. He felt Eight of Swords. Ace of Swords. Injustice. Oh boy. Justice is about the court system. That's what came to me. And being trapped. I don't know if this masculine was incarcerated. Holy fuck. And the Ace of Swords, it's about new opportunities. I feel like this masculine has been incarcerated. He's been in prison. I don't know. If not that, it could be, just give me 1 second. One of my kids wants me. Okay. The reason that I'm saying incarcerated is because feeling trapped, you know, here, Eight of Swords, and then Justice. They came one right next to the other. But then, you know, I don't know. I mean, if it's not that, I feel like maybe he was, there was like some type of justice, like something happened in the past. And because of that, he felt trapped. Like he couldn't, like he couldn't move. He couldn't go anywhere. He just felt like it was better to keep himself in isolation. And then here I see like one of those pharaohs tombs from Egypt, you know, resting, just kind of like the Four of Swords here. Like he couldn't do anything. When the justice came, he couldn't do anything. He was trapped. But then there is a new opportunity here. Something new. A new chance. Tell me more about this new opportunity, Spirit. What is this new idea, new opportunity, new communication, new thoughts? What is this all about? Tell me more of the Ace of Swords, Spirit. Tell me more about the Ace of Swords. We got the Ten of Pentacles. New opportunity for family. A new opportunity for, it's like a new opportunity to grow and to become like a family man and have, you know, the wife and the kids and the house and the car and the job. So if he is going through with this new opportunity here, why is he denying himself and keeping himself in isolation? We already know that he doesn't want to receive the judgment of his queen or his empress. And he is keeping himself up on this, you know, throne type of thing. This is not a queen. This is not a queen or a king's card. But the Six of Wands, you can see this person is being praised, and she's being carried. It's kind of like what are those called, like a covenant, you know, kind of. Mm. I feel like as long as he keeps himself in this isolation, in that denial, and he keeps himself praised, he's going to have this new opportunity to build up a family. And now this Ace of Swords here came under Judgment and right next to Justice. So I feel like this masculine here, he received heavy amounts of guilt because of something that he did. And here he's keeping himself isolated from the Queen, from the Empress, because she can also bring him justice. Spirit, tell me more about the Ace of Swords. What is this Eight of Swords about? Tell me more about the Eight of Swords. Feeling trapped under judgment. I feel like something major happened here. Granted, I'm doing a secret things get behind doors, but it's very dark and he's been judged. I'm feeling trapped. Tell me about this Ace of Swords, Spirit. Is the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is like one person fighting a bunch of people. I feel like he was fighting the system here. And I'm saying the system because of this judgment here. The way I see it is like all of these people here in the judgment card, all of those people are all of these people here. And this is him trying to stay strong. He was trying to fight the system. I need to go deeper. I need to go deeper. So he fought the system. He fought the people. He fought, like there was a crowd against him. A bunch of people against him. Tell me more about the Seven of Wands. Eight of Cups, walking away. I mean, when you walk away from a situation, it's because you're like, I cannot win. I can't win. This is just, I have all of these people against me. I'm being judged here. Justice and then judgment card. It's better for me just to like walk away. And walk away where? Here. Being isolated. I feel like this masculine received a lot of pain, a lot of judgment, a lot of blame, a lot of guilt from society. And I don't know what he did. I don't know what he, but it's easier for him to be in isolation and denying himself than to be in this society that has done nothing but judge him. So he has already taken a lot of guilt and blame from the people, and now he doesn't want to take the same one from his empress. So it's just so much easier to be, it's so much easier just to be isolated than receive the judgment, like justice from her as well. Tell me more about the justice card, Spirit. Tell me more about justice. The High Priestess. So the High Priestess, it could also be the feminine here, the Empress. But this woman is, you cannot fool her. She can see through the veil. She is very smart. She's almost like a dog. She can sniff it. She can smell it. She can taste it. Like, whatever it is, you cannot keep it from her. She's very intuitive. The High Priestess is very knowledgeable. She uses a lot of discernment as well. It's like she will find out. This Empress, I need to keep myself isolated because this Empress would find out. She would know. She would find out. She would find out about my secret, about the darkness, about the things that I want to keep in the past, about the things that I want to keep a secret, about the things that I want to keep not a mystery. I don't feel like he wants to keep it a mystery, but he just wants to like leave it in the past. But the thing is that as the feminine, that's what this reading is all about. We were asking, like, something is going on, like you have that intuition, you have that gut feeling, but you cannot put your finger to it. So yes, like this, you feminine, you are the High Priestess, because you already know something's up. Something was not adding up. Something was not making sense. Why is this happening? Like, you probably felt like something is happening. Something is like behind closed doors. And I know that. I just know that much, but I don't know what it is. And we still don't know what it is. We still don't know what happened. But I feel like this masculine has been, and the way that I feel personally, I mean, I'm not speaking for all masculines that have a secret, but the way that I feel is like this masculine has been judged by the system and he's been incarcerated. What did he do? I have no clue. I don't know. I don't know what he did, or if he was falsely judged, like he was innocent. I don't know. I feel like these cards here, 1, 2, and 3, are specifically talking about the feminine, the divine feminine. He wants to keep himself isolated because he doesn't want her to find out. And she doesn't want the feminine to judge him. She doesn't want to. He doesn't want to. Let me find out about the feminine. How do you feel about, let's say that I'm correct on this, and he's been incarcerated. He's been judged by the system, by the court system. How does the feminine feel about that? Does she feel threatened? Does she feel like he deserves a second chance? How does she feel like if she knows this darkest secret here? How will she feel about it? Temperance. The way that I feel with the feminine is like she would be like, you know what? Who doesn't have a past? It's in the past. It is what it is. You've been sentenced, per se. Let's just leave it in the past and move forward. Like, I don't feel like she would judge him. She would like try to like balance, you know, like, who are you today? Who are you right now? And whatever you did in the past, do you carry that with you now in the present moment? Because if you don't, then I'm willing to move forward with you. That's what I'm feeling. I don't feel like this feminine would judge him. She would be more centered on what's in the present, what's right now. You know what? You have a past. You did something wrong. But you are a different person now. Like, she wouldn't judge him, I don't feel. She would be more, like, she would try to bring harmony into this relationship. She wouldn't judge him. You feminine, you wouldn't judge. You're masculine. Tell me more about this. Yeah, Four of Swords. Like, you would leave it. You would let it go to rest. Like, you wouldn't be dragging this into your present. You would let it just be. Take a rest. Tell me more about, okay. The Hanged Man. Yeah, the Hanged Man. I feel like the feminine would just like listen to her intuition. And if her intuition tells her that it is safe for her to be with him, then she would. But it wouldn't be based on, I feel like, okay, this is the message that I'm getting. I don't feel like this feminine would judge him based on what happened in the past. She doesn't care. The past is in the past. It's gone. Besides, he's already paid the price for this, right? But what I'm feeling here with the feminine is that she would listen to her intuition. She would listen to herself. And take actions based on her gut feeling, on her intuition. If her intuition is telling her that it is okay, that it is safe, that he is, even though he's got a dark past, he still has a beautiful fragrance, she's not going to judge him. But yet, if she feels threatened in any way, then she's going to listen to her gut feeling. She's going to listen to her intuition. I just don't feel like this feminine feels threatened by this masculine. I don't. I just feel like she's very smart. She's very smart. She would listen to her feelings, to her gut. I mean, we have the High Priestess here. Look how many major arcanas we have for this High Priestess, for this feminine. We have the Empress, we have Justice, we have the High Priestess, we have Temperance, and we have the Hanged Man. This feminine here is very connected to spirit. She doesn't have to listen to these people here. She doesn't have to, because she has a connection here to spirit. I mean, she's the sorcerer here. She's the High Priestess. She doesn't need to know anything about this. And if she does, she's going to be like, okay, well, granted. But what is spirit telling me about this connection here? This woman is very smart. She's not judgmental. She is more concerned about her relationship with source, with the universe. And if she gets like a bad intuition, if she gets like a gut feeling that something is wrong, then she would act upon that based on her intuition, not on what society is telling her. She can care less about what people say to her. She doesn't want to hear from people. She wants to hear from spirit. She's very connected to spirit. Very connected. And, you know, whatever happened, happened. Too bad. I'm sorry that happened to you. Let's leave it in the past and move on. That's the way I feel with the feminine. Tell me more about the Ten of Pentacles, Spirit. It's like he would rather keep himself in high regards here. And then maybe he would get a new opportunity to grow, to expand. But how do you pretend to do this if you're keeping yourself isolated from your Empress? How do you pretend to do that? You are denying yourself, but then you want this new opportunity to grow, to build a family, to, yeah. Tell me more about the Ten of Pentacles. Tell me more about this here, Spirit. Five of Wands. This is a battle. This is a battle that he has within himself. He's fighting himself on this. It's him against himself. He is... The way I see it is like he feels like he's being contradictory. Like he wants to... It's better for him to deny himself, yet he wants it. So I feel like this masculine is just... I feel like he's being contradictory. Like he wants to do this, but at the same time he doesn't. He wants to have a new chance to grow and have a family with the feminine, but this is a it's more like an inside battle that he's facing. It's kind of like a dilemma that he's going through. Tell me more about the Five of Wands, Spirit. It's like 1 minute he wants to, the next minute he talks himself out of this. And the reason is because he doesn't want to feel judged. He doesn't want this feminine to bring justice. But she's not going to. Not the way I feel it here. She's not going to, you know, bring justice to him. We have the Emperor in reverse. He's not in control of the situation. He's not in control of his own feelings. He's not in control of he doesn't feel strong enough. He doesn't feel deserving. Whatever happened in the past, it's something that is haunting him still in the present. And this energy is affecting this connection with the feminine. And it's not because of her, but it's because of him. He is the one judging himself. He is the one judging himself. He's the one denying himself this opportunity. He would rather keep himself in high regard here than have the feminine find out and bring her own justice. But the way I feel is that she's not going to. I mean, I cannot speak for every feminine out there. I can't. But if this resonates with you in any way, I feel like you're not here to judge him. You're here to love him, to understand him, to comprehend him, to grow with him, to ascend with him. I feel bad for this masculine. He's, you know, he feels very undeserving. Let me pull a wisdom card and see what would be the wisest thing for him to do in regards to this. What is the best thing you can do, masculine? How can you approach the feminine with this? Wishing, like making a wish, like you want to make a wish. I see someone here on this wheel. It's like they're making a wish and maybe like throwing a coin. Maybe this masculine is doing this. He's either like near a well or he's like near water. And he's making a wish on this well. Let me get some more tarot. I feel like this masculine is making a wish. Also, to me, wishing will be like him talking to spirit, praying, asking for this wish here to be fulfilled. The Ten of Pentacles. I feel like he's wishing on this with his feminine. Spirit, tell me more about this wishing card. And maybe, yeah, that's what I'm feeling. He's making a wish. Okay, Spirit, tell me more about this wishing. What is this all about? Oh my goodness, the Hierophant. Yes, this is about marriage. This is about family. This is about tradition. This is about, it's like, okay, this is what I'm getting here. This masculine is wishing for a normal life. Normal, you know, in quotations, normal life. Whatever normal life means to him, it's like he feels like his life has not been normal. Like he hasn't been able to settle down. This masculine feels like he hasn't had a chance to build, you know, like a tradition, like a legacy. A legacy is what I'm thinking. He's wishing for this. He's wishing for a legacy, for marriage, for family. He's wishing for that. He doesn't want to feel like he is, what is the word that I'm looking for? When you are like when you're marked from like society, what is it called? He doesn't want to feel like he is, oh my goodness, what is that word? It's like condemned in a way, but it's not condemned. Like marked, like X'd out from society. What is that? I don't know. You guys, you get my drift, okay? He wants to have a name. He wants to have a family. He wants to have a foundation. He wants to leave a legacy. He wants to build up this. That's what he's wishing for. So yes, this masculine had a very dark past. But I feel like this masculine, whatever happened, is not him anymore. Tell me more about the Hierophant. And I don't think that it was anything outrageous. It's not like he murdered someone, you know. But I would think that it was more like he got caught stealing. Or he got caught like in a riot. I don't know. Or like he got caught. Like maybe he was like defending his mother against his stepdad, and he got arrested, and his stepdad got injured, and he got, you know, like they pressed charges on him for assault, or I don't know. Like I don't think this masculine is a bad person. I feel like he made a mistake. That's what I'm feeling. I feel like he made a mistake, or he was in a situation that he didn't want to be in. I mean, if he was stealing, who knows? Maybe he didn't have the money to buy whatever. I don't know. Maybe he was trying to help his disabled mother. I don't know. But I feel like this masculine got sentenced here for something that he didn't mean to do. He happened to be at the wrong place and at the wrong time, and but this past is haunting him. Tell me more about the Hierophant, Spirit. This is what he's wishing for. Tell me more about his wish. And the way that I see it as well is, I don't feel like God is judging him, because here he is with, like, he crossed paths with his feminine. And I feel like this type of connection is a gift. I don't feel like God would gift him something if God felt like he was undeserving. I don't find judgment from God here. The only judgment he's got is himself. He's the one judging himself. He's brokenhearted. He's brokenhearted. He feels like that wish is not going to come through. He feels undeserving of that love. I feel like he feels denied, and he's the one denying himself. Okay, Spirit, what I want to find out is, what can the feminine do to help him get past this feeling? Leave this in the past. What can the feminine do to help him out? What can the feminine do to help the masculine? My goodness. Okay. Oh boy, you gave me the most difficult cards to read, Spirit. Okay. Okay. No, you didn't. I got them. I got it. Two of Wands in reverse. So the Two of Wands, it's about being in the middle, like trying to make a decision, but it's in reverse. So pretty much what Spirit is saying, like, make up your mind. Do you want to be with him or don't you? You know, whichever way it is, like, decide, make a decision on this. Are you here or are you there? Are you, like, make up your mind. You cannot be in the middle. You cannot be in the middle, feminine. You cannot have good days and bad days and be like, oh, I feel good about him and I don't. Yes and no. No. You either in or out. That's what Spirit is saying. We got the Nine of Swords in reverse. I feel like Spirit is saying, like, stop overthinking about this and stop overthinking. The fact that this Nine of Swords came in reverse, that means the swords are at the bottom here. So they're not a danger to her. The swords are at the bottom. Those swords cannot possibly hurt this feminine. So what I'm feeling here on this reading is that Spirit is saying this masculine is safe. He cannot hurt you. If anything, he's going to lay you down on a bed of roses. My God. So inspirational. So beautiful. Here the roses have the upper hand, not the swords. I feel like Spirit is saying to the feminine, give this man a chance. I'm not judging him, and neither should you. Don't let go. Do not let go of this masculine. Hold on to him. He's valuable. He's got a value. He's worth it. And here we have moving into calmer waters. I feel like you can help this masculine move into calmer waters. Feminine. If you see in that boat, there are 3 people. I feel like you can help him move on. He's unable to do it on his own. He needs you. Be there for him. He is valuable. He's not going to hurt you. If anything, he's going to praise you. And just make up your mind. Beautiful message, Spirit. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's see how the masculine feels for the feminine. How does this masculine feel for the feminine? Come on, angels, talk to no, I feel like this when I do the I always try to do it between the masculine and the feminine, but I feel like this is more like messages from the angels to the masculine. So what are the angels trying to tell the masculine here? What are the angels trying to say to this masculine? Come on, angels, talk to me. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Well, he's very much disconnected. But the fact that I see a couple here, I feel like the masculine wants to be on a retreat with his feminine. He wants to take her somewhere. And I feel like it is safe for you to do that. Deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. Interesting. Tell me more, Spirit. Forgiving and learning. Okay, so this is what I'm feeling here. This masculine is obviously keeping something from the feminine, right? So that is the false mask that he's wearing. And how is he doing that? He is keeping himself here in this high regard individual. And that's why he's keeping himself isolated and denying himself. Because he doesn't want the feminine to find out about all of this darkness that is there, you know. So he would rather wear the mask of success and triumph and victory. He would rather wear the mask in isolation than remove the mask and come to the feminine clear with the truth. So that is the deception. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, masculine, you experience more love in your present moments. The masculine has to learn how to forgive himself. That's the bottom line. I don't feel like the feminine has to forgive him. He has to learn how to forgive himself, because he is obviously here with the Five of Wands. He is still fighting that inner battle. has to forgive himself. Oh boy. I will end it with these cards here, and then I will do the feminine reading in a little bit. Please give me a few cards, Spirit, for this masculine, or what can the feminine, what does the feminine have to know about this? Yeah, here's the runner. Running in a codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. He's listening to his ego here, and he's afraid of intimacy because he doesn't want the feminine to find out. Sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. Is he stalking the feminine? Is he... What I'm feeling is that since this masculine is unable, unwilling to step up to the feminine in a very, it's not like confronting her, but more like coming out to the light with her. Since he is unable and unwilling to do that, then he would rather like admire her from a distance. Just keep an eye on her, see what she's doing, what's up with her, probably through, you know, social media, or he is just making sure that he's keeping tabs on you, feminine, even when he's keeping himself isolated and denying himself. He's keeping an eye on you. Anything else, Spirit, that the feminine needs to know? I just got a message. Maybe he was a stalker in a previous, I don't know. I mean, there's so many, you know, I don't know. Just forget that. Forget that. Tell me more about this masculine, or anything that the feminine needs to know, spirits. So we have paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. I feel like that has to do with the retreat here. I feel like this masculine is dreaming of this, taking you somewhere in paradise, have a retreat with you. And it says talking, interested, conversing more. Awaited message arrives. Text, call, email, hovering. I feel like this masculine is going to reach out to you. I don't know if he's going to come clean about this, but I mean, it's a possibility. He's going to say something. He's going to mention something, because I feel like he wants to, but he doesn't allow himself to do it. And then photograph, looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, make new memories. Yes, he wants to make new memories with you in this retreat in paradise. But in the meantime, since you're not there, all he's got are your pictures and your memories. I will do the feminine reading in a little while. It might probably be uploaded tomorrow, but I hope this reading resonates with you. You know, whatever you do, do not take this reading seriously. You know, I'm just tapping into energy, and I really do not know what's in the past of this masculine. All I know is that I got a very consecutive message here. But let's not judge him. I feel like he feels he's being judged enough. He's been judged in the past by a system or society, and now he has to live with that judgment himself. So I hope this resonates with you. I thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.